What happened in the Mina axis over the last few days has quietly changed the mood of many people living in that area. Reports coming in from residents, travelers, and local observers all point to the same thing. Armed bandits who had been moving around the axis with confidence were suddenly stopped after locals decided they had had enough. This did not start as a big, loud operation. It started with fear, tension, and many sleepless nights. People were afraid to go to their farms. Some traders stopped moving goods early in the morning. Parents were worried whenever their children stayed out a little longer than usual. The feeling was heavy, and everyone could sense that something bad could happen at any moment. As the days passed, locals began to notice strange movements, motorcycles passing repeatedly through the same routes, unknown faces watching from a distance. Whispers spread quietly that armed men were testing the area, trying to see how weak or strong the communities were. This kind of pattern is something many Nigerians have sadly become familiar with. First comes observation, then intimidation, and finally attacks if nothing stops it. But this time, something different happened. Instead of waiting in fear, people started talking to one another seriously. Community leaders, youth groups, and local security volunteers held quiet discussions. The message was simple. Everyone must be alert, everyone must communicate, and everyone must play a role in protecting lives. Please, if you are watching this right now, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you clear and real-time updates like this. As the situation developed, local action began to take shape. This was not reckless or loud. It was careful. Roads that were often used by unknown riders were watched closely. Information was shared quickly from one point to another. When suspicious movements were noticed, word spread fast. People stayed indoors while those responsible for community safety positioned themselves in strategic places. This level of coordination did not come overnight. It was built from frustration, pain, and the strong desire to protect families. Then came the turning point. According to accounts from the area, a group of armed bandits attempted to move through one of the key routes in the Mina axis, likely believing the area was still vulnerable. What they did not expect was resistance. Locals, working together, blocked their movement and raised immediate alarm. The presence of many eyes and quick response made it difficult for the bandits to operate freely. Faced with resistance and exposure, their plan failed. They were stopped from advancing further into the communities. For many residents, this moment brought a sense of relief mixed with disbelief. People could hardly believe that the same communities that once felt helpless were now standing firm. This development spread quickly through nearby towns and villages. Conversations changed. Fear began to reduce, even if just a little. People started saying, if we stay united and alert, they cannot just walk in and do whatever they like. That mindset alone is powerful. It shows how unity and awareness can change situations, even in difficult times. However, it is also important to speak with balance. Standing up to armed groups is not something to take lightly. These situations are dangerous, and lives are always at risk. That is why cooperation with proper security channels remains important. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and continue bringing these updates to you. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. The issue of bandit activity in parts of northern Nigeria did not start today. For years, communities have struggled with attacks on farms, roads, and homes. Many people have lost loved ones, sources of income, and peace of mind. Over time, frustration grew as people felt exposed and vulnerable. In many places, local defense groups emerged, not because people wanted conflict, but because they wanted to survive. The Mina access situation fits into this larger story of communities reaching a breaking point and deciding that awareness and unity are no longer optional. What makes this case stand out is the level of coordination and restraint shown. Instead of chaos, there was communication. Instead of panic, there was alertness. Instead of silence, there was shared responsibility. These elements made it harder for the bandits to operate. When criminals realize that a community is watching, communicating, and ready to alert authorities, their advantage reduces. They rely on fear and surprise. When those are taken away, their plans often fail. For residents in Mina and nearby areas, daily life is still cautious. People are careful with movements. Travelers check routes before leaving. Farmers go in groups rather than alone. Markets stay alert to unusual behavior. This is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of learning and adaptation. Communities are adjusting to protect themselves while hoping for lasting solutions. Please, if this information is making sense to you, like the video and subscribe now so you don't miss further updates. Another important aspect is how information flows. In situations like this, rumors can cause panic. That is why verified communication within communities is important. Leaders and volunteers help calm people, explain what is known, and discourage false stories. This helps prevent unnecessary fear and confusion. In the Mina Axis case, calm communication helped maintain order even as tension was high. As we speak, many people are asking what comes next. Will the bandits return? Will security presence increase? Will this action inspire other communities? These are valid questions. No one can give absolute answers. But one thing is clear: the mindset has shifted. People now know that awareness, unity, and timely action matter. This does not replace the role of trained security forces, but it shows that communities are not completely powerless. For Nigerians watching from other states, there are lessons here. Stay connected with your neighbors. Report suspicious movements early. Avoid spreading panic messages. Support local safety initiatives legally and responsibly. Small actions, when combined, can make a difference. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your engagement keeps these conversations going. As this story continues to unfold, attention remains on the Mina axis. Residents are hopeful but cautious. They understand that peace requires constant effort. They also understand that silence and fear only give room for trouble. By staying alert and united, they have shown strength in a difficult moment.